morning, Wasatch. Today is November 28th. I'm Mariella.
And I'm Tanner.
And you're watching Sting TV.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw on your new, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Thank you for.
We invite you to stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Aspen, who has birthdays today?
All right, well, today there's Harley Giles, Bennett Hill, Damian Martinez, Riley McPhee, Mohammed Muradi, and Kellen Olson. So if you see any of those people, wish them happy birthday. And in our school calendar, there is math tutoring tonight at 5:30. Tomorrow is English tutoring at 5:30, and Friday will be science tutoring at 5:30. Tomorrow, our choir is going to perform at Temple Square. Also, around 30 members of our cross-country team are leaving tomorrow for California for the National Foot Locker race. Here in Heber, our North Pole Christmas Express train is up and running. If you'd like to catch a ride this week, it'll be running at 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m., and it's a 90-minute round trip to the North Pole that includes hot cocoa and Mrs. Claus' famous chocolate chip cookies. Today is a National Day of Giving, Turkey Leftover Day, Letter Writing Day, and French Toast Day. So if you can't think of something to do, take advantage of our national holidays and keep in the spirit of giving from Thanksgiving and give someone leftover turkey, French toast, or a handwritten letter, which I just think is a really sweet idea to do today.
Awesome, thank you.
Ian, do you have a touching story for us today?
Yes, I do, but first let's talk about something that happened in American Fork. A woman admitted to giving her infant drugs so that the newborn wouldn't show signs of withdrawal in the hospital. She supposedly crushed painkillers, mixed it with water, applied it to the baby's gums. Following the couple's arrest, 2 of the children living in the home also tested positive for methamphetamine. The husband to this woman is sentenced up to 15 years in prison to distribution of controlled substances, a second-degree felony, and up to 5 years for child abuse, a third-degree felony. This woman's sentencing is scheduled for Tuesday morning in American Fork. Here's some heartwarming news. A neighborhood down in Farmington created a holiday display to honor a toddler who died of cancer. They put up over 60 inflatables and put up Christmas lights for this young toddler. The family of this toddler was well reminded that their child who was passed is not forgotten and in many hearts of families. How do you feel about that?
That's pretty heartwarming.
Yeah, that's
okay,
awesome.
We'll be right back with an FFA announcement after this break. Any FFA seniors interested in an FFA scholarship and all other FFA committee members should go to the mandatory committee chair meeting, which is right after school in Rose's room.
Jake, what's going on in Wasatch sports today?
In Wasatch sports today, the Wasatch back JV hockey team is still undefeated after an 8-0 win against Alta before the break. Their next game is against number 2 Bingham on Saturday, December 2nd at 6:45 p.m. at the Park City Ice Rink. The varsity team won their last game 9-4 against Sky Canyon. They play the local rivals Park City on Wednesday, November 29th at 6:30 at the Park City Ice Rink. So come out and support your team because it's going to be a tough game. In other sports, there was a big change in the college football playoff picture over Thanksgiving break. Alabama suffered a 26-14 loss against Auburn in the Iron Bowl, losing their undefeated season. They were pushed out of the top 4 and a playoff spot, being placed under the 2-loss Auburn team that they lost to. So Tanner, I'm not much of an Alabama fan, so I was fine with them losing. How do you feel about Alabama being pushed out?
That makes me so happy. They've been in the playoffs every year for the past few years.
Bryce, how are the stocks looking today?
Well, I'm glad you asked, but real quick, there's no news from Miss Edwards, but the state stock market game has less than 1 week left, so be sure to get your groups together and make any final adjustments. Today's stocks, the Dow is up 0.36%, the NASDAQ is up 0.11%, and the S&P 500 is up 0.33%. News from Apple says that iPhone sales in 2018 is expected to be lower than in previous years, but this hasn't stopped the excitement over the release of the iPhone X. Ever since the release of the first iPhone, their shares have climbed extremely quickly. Projected sales have Apple at the first company to ever reach $1 trillion in market caps. The current market cap is $894 billion, and its shares have continued to increase almost 50.3%. What do you think, Marielle? Are you going to get an iPhone X?
I mean, I would if I had the money.
In other news, the Wasatch Rodeo team ended the fall rodeo season with McCrae Snow, Jake Thompson, Sage Carlson, Carissa World, Dylan Meekum, and Jager Crane, all finishing in the top 10 in their events. So congrats to all of those people. Yovi, how's the weather looking? Any snow?
Okay, so for our weathers, today we're starting off at, so it's Tuesday, and we're at 48 degrees. We're going to keep going up, and our highest temperature should be 51 degrees on Friday. Then we'll be going back down, and it'll be snowing and raining on Sunday and Monday. If we take it to our Utah temperatures, we are currently at 37 degrees in Salt Lake, and then we have Going to our nationals. Our highest temperature is at 81 in Miami, and our lowest would be at 32. Moving from our East Coast to our West Coast, we're at 32 in Boston, 56 in Chicago, and yeah, that'll be it for the weather.
Awesome. We'll be right back with a basketball announcement after this break.
Lost in your mind. I wanna know, am I losing my mind? Never let me go. If this night is not forever, at least we are together. I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. Anywhere, whenever, apart but still together. I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone.
All right, basketball is starting up, and Meet the Team Night is at 6 in the Nest. Dinner is served along with a basketball game at 7:15. If you're not going to Meet the Team Night, go to support the opening night of Wasatch County Ball. The first game starts today at 6:30, 7:30, and 8:30 at the Wasatch County Rec Center. So, Britton, who's cool to care today?
Hold on, it's super. Look, a cool to care card. Oh my gosh! What does it say? Looks like today's cool to care card winner is Kyle Austin in 10th grade. Good job, Kyle.
All right, don't forget about the FFA committee chair meeting.
Also, make sure to make it out to the girls' basketball game on Wednesday and the boys' game on Friday in the Nest. The theme is Hick Night.
All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day, Wasatch.
Pleased to meet you. Hope you guessed my name. But what's puzzling you is the nature of my game. Stuck around St. Petersburg.